Hi there, Pisces. Welcome to your October 2017 mid-month tarot reading. So, my apologies for your monthly reading. I feel like I started a new uh, I started doing the reading differently, and I think I might have rushed through it and shortchanged you guys on the monthly reading for October. So moving forward into November, I'm going to try to really take my time. Okay, well, the end of September was very, very hectic for me. I was changing jobs, and I was in a new city. I was also changing homes, location, jobs. Everything just hit me all at once. So I apologize for that. So I don't want you to feel like you're shortchanged. Okay, I'm gonna try to make it up for you guys, up to you guys for the month of November. Anyways, moving into this reading here, this is going to run roughly from October 15th until the end of the month, October 31st. What I feel happening here is they mention some type of a change in a financial arrangement that you have with another person. And I feel for some of you, it could be a living arrangement where you're agreeing, I'll pay this much and then you pay that much. And then, they realize that they're going to have to adjust or, adjust that contract, or they're going to have to readjust the amount that you're paying or they're paying. So I feel like some changes regarding financial transactions or financial contracts with another person. I'm also feeling as well, some of you, it's like you've been saving, which is really good. It's good to see. You've been saving a lot of money. Like, I feel for the past, I want to say like 7 months, there were impetus, there were opportunities, and there were, things that you were consciously, decisions that you made, like consciously, so that you can stockpile money, so that you can save up money. A lot of you are thinking about investment opportunities. If you plan to do that, I feel like it's going to pan out really, really well, okay? I feel like investing in property is going to be really fruitful for you. Investing in a business, investing in like some type of a small startup company, lesser known, smaller startup companies, and then monitoring it for the next year and a half, I feel would be very, very lucrative for you financially. So if you're stockpiling money and you're just like, I want to save up, in the meantime, I have this much, what should I do with it? I would ask you to, look into investment properties, okay? So that's what I'm sensing. Many of you are thinking about making a big purchase, a house. It seems to me like wanting to bring the family unit together. So some of you could even be looking to sponsor family members that might be living overseas. And, you have to have a certain amount of money in your bank account, for example, before you can bring them over. So I feel like you're obsessing over that and you're trying to, get that sorted out. I feel like the November time frame of next year, so exactly 13 months from now, it's gonna bear fruit. So if you are, if you have family that are far away and you want to save up so that you can bring them over, I feel like that you're gonna be able to do that successfully. And I also feel like, this sense of family, community coming back together, it's gonna be fruitful. So there's a lot of communication, I feel, happening between you and family members. Finances looks good. You're saving up. You're not spending. Things are not leaving your fingers. You're not in the red. So I feel like, no news is good news. But it actually shows me a lot of financial abundance that's happening for you guys because you're making conscious decision to, allow more wealth into your life. Some of you are in a situation where you can do your work blindfolded. It's like you understand the ins and outs. You've been there for a while. You're very knowledgeable. You're an expert in the work that you do, where you can, go through the motions. And financially, it is very stable. It's an organization or a company that's not really going anywhere. Like it's not gonna, downsize. It's not going to collapse. It's not going to implode. So you're in a very stable work environment. And I feel like the only problem is you might be bored. You might be thinking, what's next? And so I see some of you are thinking about, like, I see many of you journaling and trying to decide what's my next, step for my career. What option should I look into? What am I really good at? And also, where can I go so that I can learn? And I feel like financially, where you are at, things are good. but I feel like you want more. You want more intellectual stimulation. You might want more money. You might want more of an emotional connection. So you might be working in an environment where, you know, financially it's stable, but you feel a little bit isolated. You feel like you're not into contact with coworkers, or you're not in close contact with other people, so you feel a little bit isolated. So you want an environment that's a little bit more harmonious. You might even want an environment where you can, you know, have coworkers that you can talk to, that you can, you know, be buddies with. So I feel that element coming in. They say the career situation, September of next year, it's going to start to make more sense. You're going to feel like you know where you want to go. And I also feel September of next year will bring about a lot of options where you might even be solicited for a new position, a new job. You might be headhunted as well. You might even, you know, come across somebody and they're like, oh, so and so is hiring, or I'm hiring. Are you interested? So I feel like it's going to come to you in very surprising, serendipitous, you know, like fated ways. Okay, so that's September of next year. So in the meantime, write it out, you know, just go through the motions, because I feel like you are making quite a bit of money there. So don't feel rushed to, you know, have to get out, because the job is not going anywhere. It's not, it's going to be stable, it's going to be around. But I just feel like you want more out of it. The relationship sector concerns me a little bit. I have here dealing with a partner that is not, it's like they're lying by omission. They're not giving you truthful information, or they're holding back the truth, okay? So here's what I'm sensing. And once again, Pisces, this is about setting boundaries. And basically what it is if you're in a new relationship and you're just like, whatever you want, or and they ask you, what do you want out of this relationship? And you yourself can't really answer that question. You need to really sit down and you know, try to ask yourself that, what do I want out of this relationship? Am I looking for fun? Am I looking for commitment? Does the other person, you know, want the same thing? Are they looking for fun? Are they looking for commitment? Are they telling me are they telling me one thing and then doing another? So you need to really look at, you know, consistencies when it comes to the things that people say and the things that they do. Because I feel like you're easygoing, and I feel like you are very, you know, go with the flow. You know, like you make it easy for the other person to be like, okay, I'll take what I can get. So you need to be very clear here about what you're looking for in a relationship. And you need to be very clear if the people that you're dating, if they even have the prerequisites to be a good relationship partner, okay? So for example, if they're constantly going out and, you know, if they have a history of infidelity, cheating, and things like that, are you setting yourself up with the right person? Are you setting, you know, intentions for the relationship to work? Probably not, right? And then on the other hand, if they're so like individualistic, where they tell you I've had a lot of failed relationships, I'm not good at relationships, those are warning signs. Those are signs for you to just kind of avoid this person. So I feel like, you know, really look at the actions and not just listen to those sweet flowery words, and really look at, you know, the concrete evidence that you see in front of you, rather than getting swept away by your emotions and thinking, oh no, it'll get better, it can change. I feel like you need to be a lot more discerning and realistic, okay? And then I'm also seeing others of you. You want a partner, you want a solid relationship, but you're like bogged down with work, and you're not really making time to make yourself, you know, approachable, make yourself open to meet new people. So I feel like that is going to change. And I also feel this energy is going to be swooping in, and April, the springtime of next year, this energy is going to be coming in to allow you to meet new people, to expand your social network, to expand your friendships, and to also allow you to make connections, you know, through friendships, and then eventually it leads to a solid, stable relationship. So I feel like you have good things coming through. But in the meantime, If your priority is love, you need to make it a priority. And that basically means you need to, you know, you need to find the right people. You need to be discerning. You need to, be very clear about what you're looking for, because I feel like you're just out there trying to see what sticks. And when we do that, we're not very discerning. Okay, so I just want to emphasize that. And I feel like with the relationship situation, it's almost like an energy that reinforces each other. Because you don't ask questions, they don't tell you the truth. Because you're not asking the right questions, or you're just like, oh, I don't really want to know what they're really doing. So you don't bring up these topics. And so they avoid these topics. And so it's like a mirroring effect where you have conversations, but the conversations do not lead to the truth, or the conversations are not conducive for growth and, a deep emotional connection. So aim to break those patterns, okay? Aim to break those patterns. I have here an air sign, so an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. This is a person that might not be the best relationship partner for you. I feel like trust issues. I just feel like they're not emotionally available for you, okay? It's like they're caught up in other things in their lives, and it's more like, what can I get out of this relationship, rather than what can I put in to build the relationship. So be careful about that. Finances. I feel some of you are on kind of like it's like financially you're still stuck with somebody. It's clearing up. It's on its way out. But I'm also sensing that, whatever you can do financially to conserve your little pot, or to, make the money work for you, you have opportunities to do that, okay? So I'm going to leave it at that. I hope it has been helpful for you guys, and best of luck with everything. I'll talk to you guys next month. Bye-bye.